Hey, what's up guys, it's Amon21, and in today's video we are going to be covering traps, so let's get into it. So first type of traps we're going to cover is wall traps, wall darts. The wall darts shoot out 6 different darts from the trap, and they do damage, and they go far, like a very far, like the darts go really far. I'm not sure how far they go, but I know they go farther than like 3 tiles, I think 2 tiles, so they go really far. And they take 7 planks, 2 mechanical parts, and 2 twine to craft. Next we're gonna go over wall dynamo. They zap zombies in a 1 tile by 1 tile range, and it does damage. And yeah, so yeah, it takes 8 nuts and bolts, 3 mechanical parts, and 1 battery to craft. Next we're gonna go to the wall launcher. The wall launcher pushes enemies, or launches enemies launches enemies to the direction the punch is facing, the wall is facing. And yeah, that's the wall launcher. Costs 6 planks, 4 rough 4, and 2 mineral powder, and then wall lights. It blinds enemies with lights, obviously, that's why it's wall lights. And yeah, so it just stuns them pretty much. It costs 5 planks, 2 quartz crystal, and 2 mechanical parts. Next we gotta go to the wall spikes. The wall spikes are a decent trap, but not what they're meant to be used for. They are, they're supposed to be used for damage, but that's not how most people use them. They're not good for damage because they do very low damage, and it's just not a good trap. And the zombie needs to hit the wall to be damaged back, so it bounces their damage. Not all of it obviously, but it bounces their damage. It costs 3 planks, 1 duct tape, and 2 twine. So there it is. The good thing about wall spikes is that, and then one of the perks, you could put increased building health. Well, other things you could put increased building health too, but most people including me, use wall spikes for increased building health on the back. And then we put the, if we put this on the, let's say we put wall dynamos on the trap side, and then behind the trap where no zombie's gonna go, we put these to increase the building health so they don't try to break through. Broadsides are really good. They do a lot of damage, but a lot of people do not know how to use them the proper way. I'll show you guys in game how to use them. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to use them. But they fire out cannonballs, and that does a lot of damage if you use them properly. If you don't, they do barely any damage. They cost 7 planks, 2 mechanical parts, and 2 mineral powder. And then sound walls, the last wall traps. Sound walls are really good. They make the enemies dance, which stuns them, but they can still move. So they make the enemy dance. And if the the zombies have propanes or fridge things, fridge doors. Yeah, fridge doors. If they have fridge doors, it removes it, so they do not, the fridge doors don't, hit you and stuff. They're annoying, but it doesn't really matter with the fridge doors if you're using a trap tunnel. But for the propane, it's really good, so it doesn't blow up your trap tunnel. So this is a really useful trap for doing stuff. Alright, now let's move on to the ceiling traps. Alright, so there's 4 different ceiling traps for 4 different purposes, right? So the ceiling gas traps, most people will probably just need the ceiling gas traps and the ceiling electric field. The ceiling electric field, you can it targets enemies in a 3 by 3 tile range around the trap. That means it could go 3 down and 3 around the thing. So what you have to do with this, you have to use this properly. So I would recommend you put this too high, so propanes and stuff cannot break the trap. And if you're not using like sound walls, or you just want to use that for extra protection just in case they do blow up sound walls or whatever, or the sound walls don't work, or whatever happens, stuff happens in the game. So you could put these 2 high. You could put these 3 high, but I don't recommend it. I would recommend you to put it 2 high or 1 high, both work. And then let's go to the ceiling gas trap. They only work in a 1 tile by 1 tile range, and they're really good for just doing a lot of damage. So I would recommend you combo this with another floor trap. This floor trap, I'll talk about it later why, but it's really good for doing damage. And yeah, it just spits out gas, and that's how it does damage. And yeah, and oh wait, I forgot to say, it costs 7 nuts and bolts, 5 fibrous herbs, 2 mineral powder, and 1 piece of bacon, which is a pretty expensive trap. And I forgot to say, guys, what the ceiling electric field costs. The ceiling electric field costs 8 nuts and bolts, 3 rough ore, 2 batteries, and 2 mineral powder. Now let's move on to the ceiling drop trap. Ceiling drop trap is really good for like endurance and stuff, because you can just like spawn trap them, and they get like, it doesn't do that much damage, but it does a lot of it. Like when the tires fall on them, the big like husks, like fat husks, they like stumble and stuff, and the little, like the normal zombies, they normally die, but some live, but they get like stunned for a long time, so that's really good. A lot of people put this in 1 tile high. You should always put this in 3 tile high most of the time, and they're really good for ramps. So if you see a ramp, like put it like 2 tiles high on the ramp or something, because they just crawl down the ramp, and it keeps pushing the enemies back and down the ramp, and they have to keep going up, so that slows them down. So your other traps that do more damage, like your broadsides, wall dynamos, and stuff like that, do more damage. Oh yeah, guys, by the way, for the wall traps, the broadside does the most damage, I'm pretty sure, and the wall dynamo is like 2nd best for damage, so those are really good for damage. Anyway, so let's get back to the ceiling drop. Ceiling drop costs 7 planks, 2 mechanical parts, and 2 pieces of twine, so it's not too expensive, but yeah. Okay, now let's get to the ceiling zapper. A lot of people do not like the ceiling zapper because it takes a long time to reload. Look at that 12-second reload, if you guys could see that. The thing. Let's look at like electric field. It takes 6 seconds to reload without perks or anything, and then, well, with no perks. 8-second reload. Let's see, the ceiling drop trap is oh, it's also a 12-second reload, but I don't know. People just don't like this trap because it's not like, it does a lot of damage, but it takes a long time to reload and stuff. So people just do not like this trap. But it's really good for putting it at the end of your trap tunnels. So whatever smashers going, this does super like a lot of damage. So whenever smashers go on your shit, then they just die from like 2 of this. Like put this at the end of your trap tunnels, so the small husks don't use up the charges and stuff. The small husks should die like at the start of your thing, and then the fat husks should die in like a little bit more in, and then the smashers and mini bosses would keep going in, and the ceiling zapper should finish off the smashers if you build trap tunnels right. Anyway, now we're gonna go to the floor traps. So the floor launcher, it launches enemies upwards, like the wall launcher launch them like side, like, you know, push them. Now the floor launcher launches them in the air. So that's the only thing it really does. It's good if you know how to use it, but yeah, you don't just spam it around your base. That does nothing, no damage, nothing. So if you know how to use it, it's really good. Because you could just push enemies back into their spawn, and it just keeps and then you could just spam them to go through your same trap tunnel again and again. But that's how you use a floor launcher, really. But I'm not going into too much detail on this right now. But it costs 6 planks, 4 rough ore, and 2 mineral powder. So, and then let's move to the retractable floor spikes. These are alright, like these do pretty decent damage and take a little bit of time to reload, but it's pretty, this is pretty decent. I wouldn't recommend this for the best floor traps or anything, but it's a pretty decent damage trap. It's feasible, especially if you're like early twine like I am, or like not early twine, but like canny and under, that should be good. Okay, no. Wooden floor spikes. They are pretty bad for defense, right? They're pretty bad for, or I mean, often, like, pretty bad for damage, that's what I mean. They are pretty bad for damage, right? They could kill the little husks and stuff, but they're pretty bad for damage. So, most people use these to slow down their enemies. So you put this at like the start of your tunnel and then in the middle and stuff, and then it just slows down the, it can like kills the, like all the husks, like the little husks should be dead, and then you put this where the smashers would go, and then the smashers would like slow down, so they take more damage. They take longer to go through your trap tunnel, so they take more damage, and it's better for them and easier to kill them. And now let's move on to healing pad. Healing pads heal you, obviously. That's pretty much it. They just heal you. You just put them down, you run over it, and it heals you. It has a, yep, that's it. That's literally it. And it costs 2 fibrous herbs, 4 flower petals, and 1 bacon. It like, yeah, it instantly heals you. That's pretty much it. Did I go over what this costs? I think I did, but here you guys go. 5 planks, duct tape, and twine. 2 twine. Just if I didn't, I don't remember. Alright, so anti-air traps. So you guys know those annoying ass husks that like throw shit at your builds? You put this in the, on top of your roof and stuff, and these will shoot out the, well, I don't even know what they throw at, like the rocks or something, I don't know. They will shoot that stuff out and they won't hit your amplifier or whatever you're using them for, like objective or whatever you're using them in the mission. They won't hit the thing. They're objective. So that's pretty much it for that, but it's really good. As you guys can see, it has double increased building health. Mine does well. Yep, that can do that. You can use it for building health too if you want. That's probably a good idea, because if it doesn't shoot at the thing, it won't break instantly if the rock thing falls on it. Anyway, so it costs 6 nuts and bolts, 3 planks, and 1 quartz. And then let's move on to floor freeze traps. These are really good for just like leaving around your in your trap tunnel, not at the start or anything, or the last, just like throughout the trap tunnel. You put these to this freezes them for a little bit, and it also increases the damage they take from traps, guns, everything. So if they freeze in place for a little bit, they get thinged. They take a lot of damage and they die most of the time. And yeah, that's it. They just freeze. It's a 7R4, 2 quartz crystal, and 2 mineral powder. Alright, what's next? Cozy campfire. Ooh, some people do not like this, but it's actually really good. It's just a healing pad, but it's like slower, cause it just heals you more passively. It like, cause campfire constantly heals you until it runs out, obviously, but the healing pad heals you and then you have to wait for a reload and then it heals you again. It doesn't heal you full health, well, if you have enough health for it not to heal you full health, but you have to wait for it to heal you again and then you heal it. But this constantly goes on for like until the durability runs out. You can't stop the durability from running out. If you're not healing, it just keeps going, but that's the only con. But I like this. A lot of people don't, because yep. And then flame grill floor trap. They are pretty bad. Okay, so they take a long time to reload, long ass time to reload, and they're just bad. They do decent damage, but they're just bad because they take too long to reload. So yeah, this is a pretty bad trap. Don't use it. Okay, tar pit. So the tar pit is like kind of like the freeze trap. If you, it's like, you know how the freeze trap freezes in place and increases damage? Tar pit does that without the damage part, so it doesn't increase doing damage. And you might think it's a bad trap, but I do not say so, because my control's about to run out of charge. Let me just plug it in real quick. Alright, so the tar pit's good because freeze traps are like, if a smasher is charging into it and it gets stuck on a freeze trap, it freezes it, does damage, and then if it unfreezes, if it has enough, like if it doesn't die and unfreezes, it keeps their momentum and they keep rushing in. But if they get stuck in a tar pit, then if they get stuck in a tar pit, they lose all their momentum and they have to charge their what's it called, punch thing up again to smash things again, or smash charge up thing. And yeah, that's what it's good for. So you want to put these at the end of your trap tunnel when they're about to charge into your thing to break everything. You do that and you do insane amounts of damage with like as much damage traps as you can. And yeah, that's how you do it. So yeah, that's all the traps in the game. I'm gonna now go in game and show you guys how to use everything, and I'm gonna show you guys, like I'm gonna place it and stuff, and I'm gonna show you guys. Here, let me just go in game. Alright guys, so I'm in game right now and I'm gonna show you guys how to do stuff. I'm just gonna show you guys how to build a trap tunnel, and like a really quick trap tunnel. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for you guys. And also I'm gonna just show you guys how to not use broadsides, because I see a lot of people in game using broadsides wrong, and it annoys the shit out of me. So so this is how you wrongly use broadsides, right? The enemy spawn in there, let's say, and there's an amplifier here, and like it's boxed in and stuff, and they just put broadsides here, and the enemy comes here and they shoot it, and it's just useless. Look, what's it called? The cannonballs just go and they just despawn after that. The right way you want to use it is in a trap tunnel. So let's say they're spawning there again, so you want to block that off, of course, and block that off. Let's say they're spawning here, you want to guide them into here, right? And this is the right way you want to use broadsides. You want to place a broadside here and a broadside here, so when they go in, I wouldn't recommend it putting right at the start of the tunnel, because the mini huss, like most mini huss, don't need that much damage to die. You don't like, that's a waste of broadsides and stuff. So I would recommend you use like wall dynamos. But let's just say they walk in, and then look how this what's it called, cannonball is gonna bounce off the wall and keep bouncing and then despawn. This does way more damage than just hitting them once and then going, because if they go here, it's gonna bounce, hit them, bounce, hit them, bounce, hit them, bounce, hit them. If most people just put the same broadsides, but what I would recommend is you put one with like 1 reload speed or 2 reload speed, and you put another one with 1 reload speed, like different reload speeds, so they take like, they activate and then this one fires off, and then all the husks die, then they come while that one's reloading, this one fires off, they die, and then the next wave comes, this one fires. You guys get what I'm saying? So yeah, anyway, so that's how that's how you properly use broadsides and do the max damage with them. And yeah, so let me just show you guys a really quick trap design, or trap tunnel design. This is super simple. You could just pop this out in any mission, and it's really good. I'm gonna show you guys a few actually. So just gotta, alright, So let's say you have like 4 space. Actually, no, not even 4. Bro. You have three blocks from the spawn. They're gonna come in from the spawn, like, you know, they're gonna come in from the start. You obviously wanna, if they're spawning here, you obviously wanna block this off so they don't just go around the trap tunnel. Block this off, you know, stuff like that. But just for the example, I'm not gonna, but you guys should, so because they're not actual zombies spawning, but you guys know what I'm saying. So this is what a trap tunnel I would do in game. So yeah, I would just place these 3, and then it's a simple trap tunnel. You put wall dynamo, freeze trap, gas trap. They do this, they go through this. Then you put a slower, what's it called? There. This, and then broadside, wall dynamo, and gas trap. Then okay guys, to finish this off, you guys could just put broadsides on this wall and this wall, and gas trap and tarp it here. So that's one way to do it. But if you're a total sweat like me, you guys want to do this very sweaty move right here, very sweaty move right here. So you guys want to do this, put this will definitely work for everything. Do not waste your traps like this if you are on lower power levels. But I am I kind of need this because I use this for endurance and stuff, so whatever. And like higher level missions, like higher than my power level missions and stuff, so that's why I use this sometimes. So you put wall dynamo, and wall dart, and that's what most sweats do, but I'm even sweatier than that. And wall zapper, tar pit. Okay, that's what most sweats do, but I'm even sweatier than most sweats. So I put a wall dynamo, or not a wall dynamo, ceiling electric field there and there. So this is how it works. So I'm gonna show you guys how it works. This should kill off all the little husks, and the fatties should come here, and most of the fatties should die by this, and this will slow down any smashers. They go through here. This is guaranteed to kill them, especially if you're if you're doing it in just a normal mission, not endurance or anything. You put the carpet the smashers get stuck on the tarpet. Wall dynamo does a lot of damage. Electric field doing a lot of damage, and wall darts, shooting darts at them, there's a lot of damage. These two do more damage than this one, and then I add an extra thing that normal people don't do, but I'm just that sweaty, you know, not normal like trappers and stuff, you know, people who trap on YouTube and stuff. Normally people don't do that. I have not seen somebody do that, but like I know it's probably somebody did that. Probably there's no way I made that someone had to have the idea to do this. Anyway, so that's a simple trap tunnel, except this part where you guys could just put what's it called, broadsides on these two walls and make sure they bounce off and stuff, because it's, you know. And tar pit and ceiling zapper, and that should kill most of it. I mean, you guys could like stay AFK and stuff, or well, I wouldn't recommend this as an AFK tunnel. This should kill most of it, but some stuff might get through just because like reload times and stuff, but because it's a really small trap tunnel. But that should be good, but I wouldn't recommend this AFK. Yeah, that's a good tunnel. And then now I'm gonna show you guys zigzag tunnels. So see, so let's say the zombies are coming from here, so we're gonna do this. Let's say your amplifier is here and the zombies are coming from here. So this is a zigzag tunnel. You wanna block this side and that side and stuff off, so they come through your tunnel and this side and stuff, so they come through your tunnel. But so for this tunnel, I'm gonna just do, this should be enough. I don't want to do any more. I don't want to waste traps. I'm gonna break the stuff anyway. So, oh yeah, by the way, you guys do want to upgrade your metal if you're in home base. If you're not in home base and just doing a mission, you guys, your choice if you want to upgrade the metal or not. It'll obviously be more better. Like, it'll be smashers and stuff will not break it as easily, and it could mess up your whole thing, but it's not really needed at all, but your choice. But home base, I'd definitely recommend you upgrade it max. Actually, okay, let's get back to the trap tunnel. So you guys wanna kill the smaller husks first again. So again, wall dynamo, gas, and I wouldn't even recommend freeze. They don't even need freeze. They don't really need to get frozen. I would just recommend this for the fatties that go and they get slowed. They take more damage, and then yeah, and also the smashers. So that's pretty good. So yeah, then you're gonna get a wall launcher here. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry guys. I'll get back to this tunnel real quick. I want to go back to the single tunnel. So for the single tunnel, I forgot one key thing. You gotta put sound wall here. Like if they're coming from this side, like this side, you want to block this side off, and then you want to put a sound wall here and a sound wall here. So when they come like from here, they are gonna get sound wall or here, and whichever one hits them. And yep, okay. So I show you guys that you guys don't need to, I don't need to keep it there, but you guys get the thing. You gotta put sound walls. And even for the thing, if they're coming from, let's see, you're coming from here, you're gonna put that there and that there. So if they're coming from here, you put the sound wall here. Let me just put it, I don't know why I keep using that. Sound wall here and sound wall here. So when they're coming, they get hit by this. If this one's reloading because another husk wave came in, this one, and then they go. So they drop their propane, and let's keep going now for the trap tunnel. So you guys want to put wall launchers here. So if they go here, they get pushed. They go here, they get pushed. They go here, they get pushed. A lot of people do this, like put stuff like this, so they have to walk longer. But I would not recommend that. Well, you could if you want to, but it might activate, what's it called? It might activate smashers, and they might want to break through stuff, and that could mess up your trap tunnel. And yeah, and then let's continue with the trap tunnel. I just wanted to show you guys that. And yeah, oh yeah, by the way, if you are gonna use this, always use this one and not this design. What's it called? This one, because wall darts can shoot through or above these, but they can't shoot above those. So if you're using wall darts, so they'll be better. So yeah, like you can put a wall dart here and then that there and stuff, but I wouldn't recommend you do it, because it could. You might want to do this though. You guys might want to do this so they can't skid this corner and avoid that. This won't activate smashers as much, but there's still a chance, so your choice. Now that we got that, oh yeah guys, never spam these on the trap tunnel, because they slow you down for the house down for 2 tiles. So you could put it every other tile, but not every tile. That's and then now that we did that, you guys want to place gas and ceiling zapper right here. So place a ceiling zapper right here, and then put broadside. Oh yeah guys, for broadsides, never make sure there's a wall bouncing. I would say max 2 distance. More than that, I would say like it's still usable at 3, but I would say 2 max. I would use it 2 max. That's why wall thing, and then thing, so they could bounce back and forth and stuff. Yeah, or you could just use wall darts. They could work too. Whatever you want. Yeah. Now we use where's the freeze trap set? We gotta put a freeze trap down on this tile. And this part should get rid of all the fatties and the fat husks and the normal husks and the baby husks. And now this is just smasher zone right here, so I would recommend you do this again. You know the design, you guys know the design. Wall dynamo, wall dart, and yep. I keep using that anyway. Tar pit, and that should be the thing killer. What's it called? Smasher killer. I actually removed this floor launcher because smashers don't really get affected by floor launchers. Put a wall light here so they get stunned for a little bit if the tar pit doesn't work or run the Drupal or whatever. It gets stuck here, and yep. And then that's the build. Here you guys go. I just came up with it right now, but it's I would say I would use this in endurance and stuff. This is a pretty good build. Oh, I forgot to put a floor trap here. Let's see. Just put floor spike here. That should be good. Yep. That's the whole build. So yep. Alright guys, if you guys enjoyed the video or found it useful, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace. Oh yeah, one more thing. I completely forgot. There's gonna be a link to a Discord down, like my Discord. It'll have Fortnite and stuff in it. So if you guys need a Discord to trade and chat with other Fortnite Save The World players or just Fortnite players, if you guys play BR. I do not play BR, so I used to play BR, but I don't play BR anymore. So yep. Yeah, join the Discord. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.